Hello and welcome back to my single player world, and well, I have done all types of work. So this is I think we're going to call this episode the Sporty episode because there is some sportiness going on. Very first thing is I have worked on my new 1.8 skin. So as you can see, here it is. I got new fancy cargo shorts to go with my sweet Nat Nash shirt. So that's pretty cool. And then if you guys are unaware, in the upcoming version of Minecraft in 1.8, you actually have the ability to have 2 layers on your skin, and you can control which layers are on in game. So I could actually turn off, for example, my jacket, my sleeves, and my pants. And now if you look, da 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 da, I'm naked. So I've actually went ahead and updated my fun skin to go ahead and give my guy fun clothes. And it also adds a cool little effect. So if we actually go to F5 here, if you actually look, you can actually see that the clothes actually look like they're actually sitting on top of my body, which is it's a little thing, but it's kind of cool. I kind of like it. So that's kind of fun. So I went ahead and I did that. So that's cool. I really haven't done anything here in the overworld. I've been playing lots and lots and lots and lots, working on stuff, and as you can see, these animals are still in the state that they were when we got those levels so we could do the enchanting last episode. And it looks like a pig suffocated, which is a problem I have with this particular little pen, but we're going to work on that here in a minute. But anyways, let's go pop into the lab, which is where most of the work has been done, or basically that's where all my hours have been spent. So let's cruise on down our stairs and pop on into the nether. Whoa. And here we are. Alright, and so we cruise into the nether. Everything looks the same. We're like, oh, but nothing looks different. And I'm like, I know, just wait. Just hold your horses. And they're like, okay. And I'm like, alright, here we go. So, as you remember last episode, I told you guys that I was working on the walls. Well, here. There might be a blaze back here. Well, we'll see it in a minute. But anyways, I have redone all of the auto sorting. So I got it in a slightly different order. I definitely think there's a blaze back there. We'll have to fight him. Let's actually, whoops, not language. Sounds. Our hostels seems a little loud. That's a little better. Okay. So I've reordered these, so we got logs, and then we got the stone as it progresses through all the different types. We've got our nether options. We've got dirt, gravel, flint, sand, glass, nether quartz, coal blocks, coal, redstone, and then in some of these, like the redstone blocks, this is where I'm going to store all the redstone stuff, because I never have that much redstone stuff. The coal is where I'll also store any excess torches, and actually on that note, let's go ahead and grab some. There we go. And then I have a couple different things set up. So instead of having the whole setup where I had all the overflow chests, I just have one chest now, and I've organized some of the more popular things that I kind of want to sort, but like the half slabs, because there's so many different varieties, I don't want to make a different bay for each half slab. That just seems really, really freaking annoying. So I think this is going to be my solution. I think I'll probably spend time reorganizing this depending on how the quantities work out. And various projects like the stone brick slabs will go in influx. I happen to have quite a lot of them just before I started doing some of the flooring and fixing the flooring. So they kind of dwindled down, so I could probably drop this down to 3 columns. But anyways, I'll reorganize this. And then what I have here is, since this chest is absolutely full, if there's any items that I put in the auto sorter that don't get sorted here and don't have a home in this chest, they will just start to pile up. Well, actually, if you see here. Oh. Where did that go? That should not... Oh, I know. Oh, okay, hold on. Whoops. Boop, there we go. So if we put this pork chop in there, you'll see that it actually gets held here. If I have our switch on like it needs to be, there we go. So I need to probably label that switch. So anyways, it'll sit here because there's no room in this chest. So the idea is I'll probably dump all my stuff into the chest, and I'm going to go over the other chests here in a second. down there, but I'll dump all the stuff in the chest, and then this will all back up with things that can't be sorted into here, and then once it is, I'll flip the switch, and then bam, it'll be filtered into this chest, and this is where I'll do the overflows. So it's kind of how the system works. There is some flaws to it. Since this only has 5 bays right here, if there's more than 5 items that don't belong in here, it will clog this up, and the whole system kind of backs up. But there's a couple extra hoppers, so it should be okay. I'll just have to work on this some other time. It's just kind of to get started. So there's that. Now, if we go back here, you'll notice that I've changed this area up quite a bit. Right now I just have basically the essentials for crafting bench, anvil, ender chests. All the furnaces are going to be along that wall, and I now have 3 chests here. So this chest leads to this hopper setup right here. So this is what will drop all of the items in here into the overflow. So it's basically kind of like my block and item chest. This box is actually for any potion making materials, so blaze rods, things like that, and that leads off into what will be our potion room, which we'll go take a look at in a second. And then this is kind of my garbage chest, so like rotten flesh, any weapons, like the gold weapons that get dropped. Basically anything that I know I'm probably not going to need, or if I do, I don't really want it in to see it in my everyday dealings. So this is kind of the trash chest. So let's go ahead and let's take a look at where that trash chest leads to, and I think that's where the blaze is actually. But it's back here, so if we head back into this little room, yep, there he is. See, I gotta put half slabs in here still. But yeah, this is my intricate and crazy chests for garbage. So as you can see here, I've got this one that's basically full of rotten flesh, because this is the first chest that that kind of gets populated with stuff. So rotten flesh will go in here, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 double chests to kind of fill up, plus the hoppers that lead to all of them. For garbage, and I'll probably come through here and sort this out. Like all the gold stuff I've been just repairing, so that way I've got it, and I'll probably move this into an armory at some point, but for now it'll just sit here in the garbage area. So that's that. Now let's head to the potion room, and I'll show you what's up back there. I actually am thinking I may want to put half slabs over this redstone to walk back there. And then have this as a separate passageway. I don't know, just because it makes me nervous walking on this redstone, because if I accidentally click, oh Dios, everything could break. But anyways, let's go pop into the potion room, and you'll see it's pretty empty except for one chest, which has all of our potion making materials. So that potion chest, right, wait for it, bam, right up there that we talked about, that all the potion materials go in, leads to this chest right here. So that way, the kind of the goal here, if you couldn't tell, is that when I get back from doing mining or going on like mob killing runs or whatever I happen to be doing, if I just got an inventory full of crap, I can just come into here and I can basically deposit everything that I don't want into their respective chest, and it'll go. And if we actually run, we'll see that blaze rod pop, because it takes quite a while. It loops all the way around. I had it go all the way behind the wall the long way just so it looks nice. So here we go. That one should pop up to 57. Let's wait for it. Take a sip of our fantastic Mountain Dew while we wait. Wait for it. Bam! There it is. So it does take a while for it to cruise around. But like I said, it took a lot of hoppers. As a matter of fact, our second beacon is probably going to have to not only be postponed, but the little one that we do have is going to have to be torn down, because we're down to 15 iron. I went through a ton of iron making all the hoppers for everything. So yeah, that's that. So yep, this is what I've been working on for the last, I don't know, a couple days, couple hours each day, kind of getting this all sorted. I do still have, if you see down here, I still do have some of the overflow chests for some of the more popular items. I think the nether rack and cobblestone actually have 3 double chests as well, just because I have so much of them. But yeah, so I don't know, that's kind of it. Still have to move our whole potion setup into there, but I'm probably going to go into a creative world, build the same size space in there, and kind of play with some designs, because I want to kind of make sure I get it right, and I don't want to experiment and potentially lose materials and and such. So yeah. Alright, I think with that we're actually going to head back to the overworld. We're going to work on a quick little project for the rest of this episode. Now that we're kind of done showing everything off, because holy cow, a lot of little changes. It's going to be a little bit better, I think, for organization as well. I was definitely noticing a problem with the last setup I had. I had to go to so many different spots to kind of unload my inventory, which is, it's just annoying. So I'm trying to condense that down. So we're going to also be working on the auto sorting system back here at the house to kind of spruce it up with all the new different food items as well, because we have rabbits that will be spawning around and that we'll get rabbit meat from, and sheep, which we are going to be starting a sheep farm soon. Which drop mutton now, so we need that. So let's go ahead, and basically what we're actually going to do is we're going to grab some stone brick. Whoops, we need that. We need to grab all of our wood. We're gonna grab, actually, yeah, we're gonna grab our oak, because we have that farm. We're gonna have to start getting some more wood as well, because we're running pretty low. Again, I had to make a lot of chests for all the hoppers, so let's grab those. Okay, so the goal here for today is we are going to set up a big, huge, kind of non-friendly type farm. I want to be able to get XP fairly quickly, and I don't have a mob kind of grinding machine anywhere close, and I don't want to build one of those big room ones with the water pathways. I don't want to spend time building one of those. They're just kind of annoying. So I figured the way that I would like to do it is by gathering food and resources from animals. And I saw on Reddit the other day somebody had a giant underground chicken farm, and they were just able to get a lot of XP from it. I don't remember how much, but it was a lot. So that's kind of what we're actually going to do, is we're going to set up some underground farms where we can just have lots and lots and lots of animals. And I think the first one we're going to do is cows, because, well, they have a lot of good stuff. I like the food that they provide, so yeah. So let's go ahead, and this is going to be our entrance, I think. So let's go ahead and we'll just dig down here. This isn't going to necessarily be pretty. I may gussy it up later on, but I don't know. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to dig this out, and I'll be right back once it is all dug out. Okay, and I have finished it up. Well, it's finished, I guess. The cow one is. We're going to have to work on doing the pigs next. I just realized I probably should have cut back when I was a little bit closer to the village instead of all the way back at the house. Because I just finished running back up there to... I think I just dropped some materials back off at the house. And, oh yeah, it was nighttime, so I just went back and slept really quick. And also there was a couple cows that got stuck along the way. So I finished digging out the room, and I've moved the cows over. And I've already done a little bit of breeding, although I did lose a couple, like I said, lost a couple cows in the process. They kind of got stuck as I led them. I just made a bunch of leads and just kind of walked down here. I figured as long as I got 2 down here, that was all I really cared about. I think I ended up getting 4, so that worked out just freaking dandy. So let's head over here and I'll show you what I've done. It's pretty lackluster, really. Pretty lackluster. Basically, we got a trap door, we got a ladder, we can drop down here. If we open this, you can see we've got plenty of room where we can just kind of start breeding. And yeah, we'll kind of just see how it goes. So, can I get through here? I can't. That's a bummer. But, yep, there we go. So I figure basically what I'll do is I'll just kind of come down, stand down on here with the wheat, and I can just breed them, good to go, and pop out. I think I'll probably make another access door in the somewhere else as well, or maybe make a way that I could pop over. I think I'm gonna put the pig one basically just right over here. So I don't know, maybe I'll put it over here just so I make sure they're plenty far enough away. But anyways, yep, that's kind of what I did. So I'm gonna go ahead and you know what? I think we're probably just going to end the episode here, because it's been a long one with all of my ramblings at the beginning showing you what's going on. What trades do you have? I don't think... Yeah, I still need to trade with you to get a new one. And you have... Oh, interesting. Interesting, sir. Interesting. I am starting to get some of the new villagers, which is cool. But yeah, anyways, we're going to end the episode here. I appreciate you guys watching. Oh, look at this. This is so much fun watching them. What do you got? You got emeralds for melons, huh? I actually... Oh, we actually don't have any melon seeds yet. Let's go ahead and do a trade as we end the episode. So, if you like this episode, why don't you go ahead and just tickle that little like button. That'd be cool. And, you know, it's been fun. It's been grand. I really enjoyed working on these projects. And we're going to go trade with this guy if we can find him now. Because I really would like to get some melons. Hey, buddy. So let's go ahead and give me my melons. Thank you. And you don't have a new trade yet, but... Oh, do you have one now? Yep, you sure do. So 19 string for 1 emerald. That is not that great of a deal, good sir. No, that is not that good. But let's go ahead and let's take this out right here. I don't care about this, and let's turn these into seeds. Bam! There we go. And we planted melons. Alright, that's it. I'll talk to you later, guys. Goodbye!